Warning: this series contains spoilers as to the boss fights and storyline contained within The Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword. It's highly recommended that if you ever plan on playing this game, you wait until you've already fought the respective boss to watch this episode. Enjoy! Hey everyone, ownedbytamater here. Welcome to my series where I fight each and every boss in The Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword with only one heart. In this episode, I'm fighting the Demon Lord Girahim for the very first time in the game. In this boss fight, the first half is not all that difficult. As long as you stay close to him, he only does one attack. He'll hold his hand up, glowing red, and on first glance, if you just swing in any way, shape, or form, he'll grab your sword and start trying to pull it away from you. A way to combat that is whenever he puts up his hand, put out your shield and wait a couple of seconds. After a couple of seconds, try and swing at the back of his glowing red hand. If you do that, he's not able to actually deflect or pull your sword away from you, and you can easily get some strikes off and take out the first half of this fight, or the first form, if you will. It can be a little tricky to get down at first, but once you get it down, the first half is cake. Now this second half, he'll pull out a sword and he has 3 attacks. The first one, as you see here, is really easy to avoid. He'll snap, form about 5 red diamond shapes that he'll shoot at you, and to avoid those, just Z-target Girahim and jump in either the left or the right direction, and you can easily just dodge those. If you can't get out of the way, just swing your sword. If you time it just right, you're able to kill those diamonds before they actually get to you. Now the next move, as you see right here, he ducks down and charges you with his sword. This one can be a little bit more tricky. What you have to do is, if you have a shield, put it out, and if you time it just right, you're able to deflect that attack and get 2 hits off on Girahim. If you're not able to get the timing down just right, it only takes about a third of the very first wooden shield's durability, so it's not that big of a deal if you can't get the timing down. And even if you do get hit, it's only 1 heart, and you can manage to get hit a couple times during this fight. Now, his last move, he'll snap and pop up right behind you, as you see right here. Whenever he does that, he'll hold his sword in a particular direction, and you have to be cautious not to hit his sword or not to start your swing towards his sword. With the Wii remote and the Wii controls, it can be a little bit difficult to make sure you're not swinging in that direction. There's a couple times I made sure to swing down to the left and up, and when he was holding his sword above his head, and it said I was swinging from the top left down, and I ended up getting hit. Well, to combat this, you have about 3 or 4 seconds after he appears behind you, so you do have time to take that extra second and make sure your sword is in the right position before you actually swing. And if you make sure you have it in the right direction, you can take this boss out real easy. If not, he'll auto-retaliate and hit you for 1 heart. This has been the very first boss fight. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this. Later.